Okay, welcome guys to another video. This is exercise 3. Remember we are still on this is 3 out of 12 for the CSWA, that's certified SolidWorks Associate. Yeah. Certification. And this is the third practice here. Now, if you like I said, always just take a minute to go through the video or to go through the sheets that you have, the practice exercise, if it's your case, the design, if it's your case, the blueprint, if that's what you're looking at as well. Just take a minute to look through this. Now, I remember when doing this, it did take me a while to wrap my head around. I had some issues with it initially. So I hope I don't have the same issues, but I might not be so lucky. Um, okay. So now where to start from? Where do you start from if you were doing this? Where would you start this design from? I'll pretty much start by designing this profile, which is the front plane, but um, not including this section. I'm going to design this section. That is going to be this section. I'm going to design this section. So we have the dimension in here. We know what the section should be. We have the angles as well, because we see there are a lot of angled lines here. So we'll just jump right to it and see how we fare. Okay, new parts. In this case, we're sketching from the front plane. See where the origin should be. Okay. All right. So usually just try to make it very similar to what you're trying to sketch, and then after you use the constraints and tell SolidWorks how it should be. So I don't really bother about the like exact shape at first. Just try to get something that is very similar to what you want, and after that use constraints to finish your work. Okay, so that is pretty much what we have here. Something that looks like it. Remember, we are not sketching this section. So we start by dimensioning the ones we can think of easily. This is 8. As something happens again. Like I said, if you're new to this, I've probably seen this for the first time. This always happens. I don't bother myself trying to edit it. I just go along with it. It's very annoying when it happens, when edits the sketch name instead of the sketch value, but I just leave it. So it's 8 millimeters. Okay, now that's 8. We know that that's 8. We need to dimension this. The entire one is 78. Okay, next thing to do, we need to dimension this. This is 45.5. Okay, the next thing to do, we need to dimension this top here. The top is 58. So we dimension as 58. Okay, looks good for now. Everything looks good here. Just gonna have this drawn just a bit. Okay, perfect. All right. Now what could you do next? What could you do next? First thing to do would be to specify the angle. So this is 55 degrees with the horizontal line. 65 degrees here. That's pretty much this. So this is 65 degrees, right? Okay. But then what we see is that this is parallel to this, which is parallel to this. So these three are parallel. So we tell SolidWorks just that they're parallel, and this is also parallel to this. Perfect. Just to adjust it just a little bit. Okay, perfect. Next thing, we see that this line here is also parallel to this line. Just assume it's this line is parallel to this line. So we'll do that as well here. Tell SolidWorks these lines are parallel. Okay. What's the next thing? What's the next thing? No, not parallel. No, I must be missing it here. They're parallel to this. So this is parallel to this, and this is parallel to this. Okay, perfect. So we're getting basically we've gotten the entire shape done. It's a shaded contour already. We just need to specify the dimensions fully. We know that the distance between these two is 5 millimeters, right? So, and we know that from here. So the distance from here to here is 5 millimeters. So that's 5. And we also know that the length of this is equal to the length of this, and the actual length is 36. So it tells SolidWorks just that this is 36. I'm just taking it down so that like you could actually see it. I'm not sure if they are equal already. I think they are. No. So let's just say that they are equal. Okay. So we've gotten pretty much almost everything done. Let's see where else needs to be done. Okay. So only thing we need to specify now is the length of either this. Let's specify the length of either this or this. And how you know, when you have just like one thing left to do or left to dimension, just move those blue lines around and then you figure out what you need to do. So we see that everything is done except we haven't told SolidWorks what's the size of this. Either the size of this or the size of this would suffice. I will look right here. We're given the size of this, which is 15 millimeters. So that's exactly what we do. 15 millimeters. Okay. And that's exactly what we want. It's fully defined. Took me a lot less time than I thought it would take me, so that's good. Yeah, everything looks good. And then you can go ahead and extrude. Okay, now we see that the origin is here, which is what we did for the front plane, but it's actually at the right hand side of the right plane. So when you're extruding, you extrude toward yourself in this case. And that's what exactly what we're going to do here. And the extrusion, the length of the extrusion, the entire body, which is this, is 28 millimeters. So we have 28 millimeters here. Go ahead and save. Okay, that's exactly what we want. 28 millimeters. Okay. Now what do you do next? You could decide to do this. Actually, let's just do that. This portion. You could decide to do that next. So let's try and figure out what that would be. We're still on the front plane. So we make a new sketch. Make a sketch on the make a new sketch. Make a sketch on the front plane. Okay, pretty simple. We have a line going. Have a line going this way, and then it's horizontal line and a vertical line. It touches this, goes all the way down, and comes back here. Okay, now this vertical. Horizontal, not horizontal. Okay, everything looks good. We need to specify what the dimensions are. This is 24. Okay, this is 24. Um, and this is 16 is from the top to the bottom origin or horizontal line. That's 16. And then there's one more dimension here, 34. Okay, simple enough, fully defined. Let's go ahead and extrude. Now we're extruding. What are we extruding? Okay, so it's not so clear here what exactly we're extruding. But if you see, like if you look at, I think it's a little difficult to tell. I wish they had shown the left view instead of the right view on this, but it's all good. They're basically saying that that's the length from this to this face is 18, and then the rest is 10, which means this is actually 10. Let me just look through that to confirm again. From the left view. No, actually, seems like this is the left view. Yeah, it's showing up. It's the left view. So the extrusion we made is even wrong. The origin is here, but this is the left view. It's not the right view. So yeah, because I was thinking it makes more sense to show it on the left view, right? So it means we should have extruded away from ourselves. Again, it really doesn't matter much, but we could just um just to maintain exactly what it's meant to be, you can just do it that way. It really doesn't hurt much. So and then just to show you guys again what I mean, the origin is here, and in this case, because this is the left view, the origin is here. Origin is right here. So this is here, and then the length of this is actually the length of this extrusion here. So this is actually 18. This sketch is what's 18, while the entire thing is 28. And 18 is from the other yep, it's from the other side. So again, once you use your from on your surfaces, everything works well. So your surface should be from this side, and it should be 18, and everything is good. Just to confirm, look at the left view here. It's gonna be this view. This is 18, which is what we just did from here to here, 18, from here to here, 28. And we're pretty much done with the left view because that's all the left view tells us. So go back to your isometric view. We've taken most things in the front view, um, except for the height of the circular extrusions that we haven't done yet. So we go to this view and then try to get it's kind of like a top view, but not really. And pretty much just try to get it's kind of like it's not a section view either. I'm not sure what these views are called actually. So if anyone knows the name, you can type it in the comments. Um, but it basically shows us what's going on up here. And so all that's left to do is the circular extrusions. Okay, so we dive right into it for the circular extrusions. This is angled. So what you could do is to make a plane. In a second. Or you could just draw on this face as well. That works. and then just need literally just 2 circles. Okay, so 2 circles here. The length between them is 14. Length between them is 14. The distance between this and this is 7. They're both equal, and the size of the circle is 6. Finally, the distance from here to here is 7.5. So this circle is fully defined. This circle is left. And that's because we haven't anchored the circle to this point. All we need to tell SolidWorks is that this point and this point, in this case, vertical, fully defined. So it's a sketch, extrude upward, and this shows us how much we're extruding by, which is 6. Extrude by 6 millimeters. And that's it. Everything else looks good. The material is plain carbon steel. Isometric, isometric. That's exactly what we want. So if you go ahead and check your mass properties, the mass is 546.30. I find that the masses are not exactly the masses like it should be. Um, Sometimes it's exact, right to the decimal place, right to the second decimal place. Sometimes not so much. Sometimes it's like one decimal place off. That's my problem. When you see the options, you exactly, of course, if you know what the answer should be, even if it's not exactly what you're seeing here. So, yeah, that's exactly what the design intent says, and that's exactly what we just did. But that's in record time as well. I think it's around 20 minutes or so, so that's good. So, thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you liked the video, and I'll see you guys in exercise 4. Bye.